I just had to jump onto this makeup trend that has been going around. I'm a little bit late to it, but I know a bunch of other creators have created tons of videos, but I thought better late than never. So it is the latte makeup trend. And I thought that was right up my alley. It involves a whole bunch of like neutral shades and like those nice brown vibes, kind of creamy colors as well. So that's what I created this look with. I even got I have my brown shirt on. I went and quickly picked up some brown nail polish to kind of make it a whole latte look. So if you're curious to see what products I used to create this look, let's get into it. So for the essence of time, I did do a few things off camera, and I'll just quickly show you what I used. So I used my Buxom Plump Shot lip kind of collagen filler. I always put that on before I apply my makeup. So you'll see it's a little bit red under here, and it just kind of helps plump my lips up a little bit more. I did do a little bit of color correcting under my eyes with my absolute favorite Clinique Even Better color corrector. I have this one in the shade Peach. And then I just did my eyebrows with the Revlon. This is the Color Stay Micro Brow, and I have this one in the shade medium brown. So that'll save a little bit of time. First thing we're going to go in with is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I haven't used this on my channel in like forever, but I really enjoy how it gives me that nice little glow under my foundation. I have this one in the shade 902. This is Light Glow. So I just want to make sure to give it a little bit of a shake. So it seems like forever since I actually have sat down and filmed a video. I sometimes have videos that are like I've pre-recorded them and I just need to edit them. But I've just been so busy lately with my full-time job and just family stuff going on. It was just not ideal for me to be filming. So you'll notice that through the summertime, it's just been really hit and miss for me. And I've missed a week here and there. And I apologize for that, but sometimes it just doesn't work out when I want to get filmed. You guys, I think all of you, if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I do have a full-time job outside of YouTube. This is just kind of like my side fun little hobby when things at work get so busy. And then I work Monday to Friday, so that I have just the weekend to film. And sometimes it just doesn't work out. Look at that beautiful glow. Oh my goodness, this is such a wonderful, wonderful product. Like I said, I haven't used this on my channel in so long. Very creamy, blends in so nicely, but it will tone down. Like as I apply foundation, it will tone down a little bit. But back to a little bit of my story. So I had some products. I know I'm a little bit late to the party with the latte makeup look. I think this has been going on for like a few months now, but I did know about a product that was coming out, and the one shade I was waiting for, they did finally release the product. It is the Merit. This is called Solo Shadow. I loved the shade as soon as I saw the shade. Now they did send this in PR to me. First of all, the packaging is so pretty. Look at that. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. This is the shade Studio. Isn't that gorgeous? So I thought this would be so ideal for like a latte makeup look, because I'm trying to keep everything kind of that creamy brown type of kind of theme going. So we're going to use that one, but I want to apply some of my face products first. This is again one of those products I haven't used on my channel in a long time. Haus Labs. This is the Skin Tech Foundation. I have this one in the shade 110. This is so gorgeous. Applies really, really nicely. I think that I'm going to say there's probably about 96% of this is all going to be drugstore. The rest of I've just thrown in a few products that I just really, really love. But I thought this would be such a nice foundation to wear as a latte makeup look. That's the consistency right there. It's a little bit on the runnier side, but beautiful on the skin. I'm just going to go in with my BK Beauty 106 and just lightly apply it. This kind of is I'm going to say you can build it up. It's more of like a medium foundation. It's one of those foundations that has really beautiful skincare ingredients in it. She has quite a huge shade range, which is always nice. I always love it when a brand is very inclusive that way. I'll do half my face and then you guys can see kind of the coverage that I get from it. This does feel like very lightweight and like you're sort of like wearing a second skin kind of formula. I like those ones. Okay, so I accidentally went a little bit farther than halfway, but you can get the gist of how beautiful this looks. So this is the side, no foundation, and that has the foundation on it. It really is lovely, great coverage. It has evened out my skin tone and just kind of giving me like a flawless look on that one side. So really beautiful foundation. For concealer today, we're going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer. I have this one in the shade Light Medium, I believe it is. But I think it gives that nice creamy kind of look I'm looking for. And I am going to use concealer today just on for any eyeshadow prep. Normally I use an actual eyelid primer, but I do not have one handy right now. And I'm just going to use my fingers to blend it in, and then I'll use a sponge for the rest. But this is a really great concealer. Nice coverage, not drying on my under eye area at all, and doesn't get all like cakey or creasy even at the end of the night. It looks really, really nice. I am going to use just a little bit of powder today. I don't normally, but I find I'm looking maybe a little bit too glowy today with all of those products. So I'm going to use the Physicians Formula, the Butter Believe It Face Powder. I have this one in the shade, this is Creamy Natural. I believe it also comes in like a translucent shade. And then I'm going to go in with my BK Beauty 102. This is just like a fluffy powder brush. And I like this one because it's nice and big, and it just kind of disperses the powder a little bit more evenly. Now here we're going to get into the fun part. We're going to go in with that Merit shadow. If you're not familiar with Merit, I did a whole entire video on Merit. They are a wonderful brand, a very clean formula. If you like minimalistic products, they are the brand to go to. So what I'll do is I'll stick the thumbnail here. I'll also put it in the cards, also have it down, like the video down in the description box. I go into a lot more detail about the whole brand. So what they did was send me, as I mentioned, the little new eyeshadow. So this is a new launch for them. And they also sent along their new little eyeshadow brush. So what I love about this is it has two sides. So the one end here you can put on the eyeshadow, and then when you flip it over, that side there, you can use this brush to run it under your lower lash line if you want to put eyeshadow there, which I always put eyeshadow under my lower lash line. Now it also said about this, you can use it with the brush, or you can also apply it with your fingertips. So I'm going to try it both ways. Like I said, this is new to me. I haven't used this before. And it is a cream to powder formula, which I really like those because you put it on as a cream, but then it just really looks lovely and dissipates to like a powdery feel to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip the brush in to pick up the product. And one of the nice things about Merit is with your very first order, they send you a really gorgeous bag, which I'll put a picture of it over here. I don't have it in my room right now with me, but it's just a gorgeous bag, and it's lovely for traveling. I've used it a bunch of times when I'm traveling. So I really like how they do that. So these are supposed to be buildable and a matte formula. Oh, that's a nice shade. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. And see, now as I'm doing this, I can feel like it feels like a powder. Like it's not sticky at all. Oh, that's beautiful. I thought that would be great. That really does complement the latte makeup look. So what I'm going to do is actually on the other side, I'm going to apply it with my finger. Oh, that's creamy. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so creamy. Look at that. That's gorgeous. So that's the shade. Isn't that beautiful? And there was so many different shades. I'll put pictures of the other shades over here. And then what I also liked when I did a little bit of reading about it is the shades you can complement it with. If you have like the minimalistic face stick, you can coordinate the colors together. So applying it with my fingers, you can see here, diffuses the shade a little bit more than when I applied it with the brush. So if you want a little bit less color, then apply it with your finger. If you want more of a bolder look, then apply it with the brush. And the thing I like about the brush, it is like a vegan brush, great for sensitive skin, and it really does help build up the coverage. Now you guys know I want usually just a little bit of shimmer on my lids. So to do that, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal. This is the Infallible eyeshadow. It's in the shade 892 Amber Rush. So this is brand new. I just picked it up. I have never really bought like like one of the little solo shadows of L'Oreal, but it looked so pretty. So it comes like has a little stopper in there. Isn't that gorgeous? So this one I'm going to just kind of apply. I think this is more like a pressed kind of, oh, beautiful. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And I'm just going to apply that right in the center because it looks, oh yeah. Oh boy, that really does stand out. Very pretty. So I thought that would complement the eyeshadow quite nicely. Now in keeping with kind of my brown theme that I've got going, for my one eyeliner, I'm going to use a couple. So the one is the Lancome. This is Le Crayon Kohl. I have this one in the shade Black Coffee. This is without doubt my favorite eyeliner for like as a kohl pencil one. Normally I don't gravitate to like a pencil that I have to sharpen because I find they can sometimes tug on my eye, and I don't want a lot of tugging going on. I don't need any more wrinkles going on than I do, so I try and pick products that are like either a gel eyeliner or very soft, very creamy. But surprisingly for a pencil, this one is very, very smooth on the lid as you're putting it on. So I'm going to just, I don't usually like to tug on my eye, so I'm just going to very gently apply it right at the base of my eyelashes, as close to the lash line as I can get it. But the shade of this is so ideal. It's very suitable for all skin tones. And what I like is it's not a stark black, and it's not like a brown. Sometimes the browns can look a little bit maybe too muted. This just gives the perfect color of a softness, like it gives like a really nice softness to the eye. Let's see, that's a shade there. Quite lovely. And then what I do is I go in with the BK Beauty. This is the 208 brush. So this is one of those little angled brushes, as you can see. And I like to diffuse the color, or like the line. And so I just very gently, what I like about this one is it's quite like a stiff type of angled brush. Some of them can be a little bit flimsy and they don't give you that kind of precise line that I'm looking for. So I just kind of wing it out here, and then I try and make like a little baby wing. And that's one thing about that pencil, it's very creamy and it gives you time to work with it. Some of them set a little bit too fast for me, and I don't have time to start diffusing the line. Just makes nice little wings. So for the other liner, this is a brand new liner for me. It's by Essence, and this is called the Stay and Play Gel Eyeliner. And I have it in the shade, it is But First Espresso. Now it says it's waterproof and long lasting. There's the shade. So it is like a dark brown, where if I swatched the Lancome, so this one here is the Lancome, you can see it's just a little bit of a darker shade, whereas this one's the Essence. But I do want to use this because I'm curious to see how, when it says it's waterproof, how waterproof it is if I'm going to use it in my waterline. And I'm also going to use it to tightline. Now I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a new product by Essence. I love some of their like lip liners and stuff, so I thought that this would be a good find. So we'll see if that lives up to the claims. And then for my bottom lash line under there, I'm going to use the Sephora gel eyeliner in Shimmer Taupe. This is a beautiful shade. It's that one right there. So gorgeous. I'm going to run that just under my bottom lash line. And then for my bottom waterline, I'm going to use the Sephora 12-hour colorful eyeliner in the shade Coconut. It's a nice cream color shade, like a vanilla, but it works really well in the lower lash line. It is a waterproof formula as well. I am going to wear lashes today. It feels like forever since I've worn lashes, so I am going to wear them. But for the mascara, I'm going to use the Lash Blast Cleantopia. This has become a great find from the drugstore for a mascara. If you happen to watch my previous video where I first used this, I described to you how I haven't had much success with Covergirl mascaras. They just, whatever, just didn't work for me. I used a bunch of them and they, I don't know, just didn't work. So this was the first one in a long time. I was a little bit hesitant to even purchase it. You know, I love buying new things and trying it out. And this one is top notch. I will say this one is like right up there, top notch. Doesn't flake, removes easily at the end of the night. Doesn't transfer onto my like my upper lash line or like under my lash line. If you're somebody that puts like mascara on your bottom, gives me some volume, gives me some length, doesn't clump. So really, really, really like this formula. I love the hourglass wand to it. I think that's what kind of helps. It does, like, I'm surprised actually of how much I can build it up and it just doesn't clump. So whatever formula that they have used is fantastic. Okay, so the eyes are complete now with the lashes on. So for bronzer today, we're going to go in with a nice glowy kind of darker kind of bronze. So it's the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer. So with this one, I suggest use a very light hand. This can be a little bit like very pigmented. So what I do is I always apply it first to the back of my hand. I put like a little dot, about that much. And then I take my sponge and I apply it that way. You can certainly go in and apply it with your fingertips if you want to. I just find that this helps diffuse the shade down a little bit better. So I just take like a little bit on my sponge, and I always go in. I'm a big fan of always go in less and then increase, because if you put too much on at the beginning, then it's really hard to take that away. But even that much, you can see how much that is applying to my cheek. But this gives a really healthy glow. Just got hairs everywhere. This gives, like I said, a nice healthy glow. The shade is beautiful. It's really suitable for like most skin tones. See how that just, it's giving just enough color on the cheek where it doesn't look so overwhelming. I always take it up around my hairline. I like how it's a liquid, so it blends easily. It's never streaky. So I still have like a ton on my hand still. And you can see how lovely it looks on my skin. And then for a blush today, I'm going to go in with the NYX Sweet Cheeks. I have this one in the shade Nude Tude. This is gorgeous. Love how it applies. It has a really unique kind of applicator, which is a stick, which you don't usually find with blushes. That's the shade there. This one does a great job of blending in. I'm just going to take that foundation brush that I used earlier just to stipple it in. See how lovely that looks. And yes, I've shown this on my channel a bunch of times. It's so great. It's such a great blush. For a highlighter today, not that I think I need it because I think I've got lots of glowy going on, but because I'm a little bit extra sometimes, I love highlighter. So we're going to go in with the Merit. This is the Day Glow. I have this in the shade Bounce. I love this shade and I thought it would tie in really, really nicely with the theme I've got going. So that's on the top here where my knuckle, it kind of went through my knuckles. So what I'm going to do actually is that I'm going to apply it with a brush because I already have those products underneath. I don't want anything lifting up. So I'm going to take the BK Beauty. This is the 113 brush. It's kind of like a powder brush, but I'm going to use it for applying this highlighter. So I'm just taking a little bit on the brush and very gently applying it. This is one of those highlighters that doesn't give you like that strobe light kind of highlight. It's very subtle, but very, very pretty. See how it just gives you enough of a glow. Nothing over the top. And this one is nice because it doesn't, it's like that nice creamy type of formula, so it doesn't sink into my fine lines. The shade is just gorgeous. I have a few of the different shades, but this is my favorite by far. I think it's actually one of their most popular ones. So I just want to put a little bit on my nose. Now this lip combo, I am super excited to try out. This is going to be my first time trying it out. I was flipping through on my Instagram. I was just flipping through different reels and stuff like this. And I saw this one girl come on with this lip combo. And it just looked beautiful on her. So I wanted to give it a try. And I had the lipstick. So I just had to purchase the lip liner and the gloss that she's using. So I'm using the L'Oreal Color Rich. This is a matte lip liner. And I have this one in the shade 110. So there's that shade. It looked like the perfect Latte Makeup lipstick combo. So I was like, I need to try this. So she lined her lips. And this is a really creamy lip liner. Oh my goodness. That's nice. And then she took the Revlon lipstick. This is in the shade 755, Bare It All. That's it there. Oh, that's really pretty. And this is a great lipstick. I mean, it's a bullet lipstick, so it's not going to last all day, but it does a pretty good job of lasting for a decent amount of time. And then she took, this is a Rimmel Stay Glossy, and this one I have in the shade 143. This is called Sunday Best. She didn't have the particular shade that she used. It was just more of like, and there is a few Rimmel glosses that are kind of milky looking, so I just kind of took it as it's this one here. So just like I said, it is quite milky. Oh, that's lovely. What do you guys think? That's really pretty. Like really, really gorgeous. Oh my. So this is the completed look. Leave me a comment down below of whether you have tried this Latte Makeup look. I think it looks so pretty because it is using some of my favorite shades, you know, those neutral browns and very neutral colors. So I love that. I just want to say thank you very much to Merit Beauty for sending me this beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow. What an amazing launch. They have so many great products. And then when I heard that they were coming out with an eyeshadow, I thought that was just like fabulous. So I will leave all of their information down below. If you like clean makeup, if you like minimalistic makeup, I think you would really enjoy their products. Very, very good for your skin. And with your very first order with Merit, you get their signature bag, which is an awesome bag. I use it for traveling all the time. And also, if there's orders over $40, that's free shipping. So I can't wait to try out some more of these. I'm going to go purchase a few more of these. These are really, really nice. And also, don't forget about the brush. The brush is really good. And I will say, I was surprised. Like, this is really on there. This is not budging. So when it says it stays on, and doesn't crease and doesn't fade, that's true. I will have everything linked and listed down below. And I just want to thank you so much. If you ever do use any of my links, I do earn a small, very small little commission, which helps support my channel, but it's no extra cost to you. So I thank you very much if you ever do use my links. If you enjoy this sort of content, then make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. That also helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, I would love for you to become a little part of my world here on YouTube. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell that's right beside it. And that way you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life. And I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye.